Good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing? Crespo here with another video. Quick update. It's our second day out. My first day driving. First day when we had out my co-driver drive, so I don't drive. But today, I wanted to talk about. In case you guys wanted to know, I'm heading towards Shafter, California. We left Tyler, Texas, and I'm in Gallup right now doing my 30-minute break on the 1-9, heading to Shafter. So we'll be in Shafter this evening. The good thing is we'll be driving back through the weekend, so that's a good thing. I like driving the weekends. On my shift early in the morning, I get a lot of miles in, about 650, so that's not bad. But today I wanted to talk about what I would have done if I could go back to do it again. If I could go back to high school, I probably would have became a barber. I love trucking, don't get me wrong. Obviously, everybody's in trucking because of the money, and it's good, but I like being home too. Every time I go home for 3 days. First day back, just kind of like, I have a hard time sleeping. I always second guess my decision of becoming a trucker. Doesn't mean I don't do my job efficiently. Doesn't mean I don't do my job well. Doesn't mean I do my job correctly. It just means that it's just a a job to pay the bills. And how do I know that? Well, I like to be a truck driver. If it was just for being a truck driver, if it wasn't for the money, I could have been any local driver. I could have been a local driver for Walmart. I could drive locally and go home and be home all the time. But it is strictly the money right now why I'm doing this. So I'm sure a lot of you guys are doing the same thing. But, my kids ask me if they should become truck drivers. And I honestly don't think a young person, 21, 22, 23-year-old, should become a truck driver. It's just my opinion. If you're a 22-year-old and you want to become a truck driver, try to do something locally, like delivering food, to restaurants, doing beer runs, Coca-Cola. Enjoy your life. You're young. If you're not married, meet a girlfriend, make decent money so you can go on trips, be home every day. I think it's easier to become a truck driver once you're an adult and you have a family and you have a wife and kids. It's not easy, but you do it because you got responsibilities. I feel like a young person will miss out on a lot being out here on the road without experiencing life until 30. I definitely I'm glad I wasn't a truck driver from, until past my 40s, Been driving for about 6 years. So maybe I was 37 maybe when I started trucking. It's a good age. I'm married, I have kids. My wife was on board, very important if you're becoming a truck driver. Your wife always has to be on board with this because she will be the one that you leaving the house will change her life. She will have to become independent. She basically has to live a single life without you being there. She has to learn how to be single, yet know that she has a husband and and that she's married, like she needs her man. A woman by herself, you leave for 2 months, let's say, when you're on the OTR life, she learns to live without you. She learns to do things without you. And that at the end could hurt your relationship. So if you're young, build that relationship with your wife before you go OTR. You go on OTR right off the get-go, it's going to affect your relationship. Young girls are not ready to not have a man in their life, most of them. And if I would have gone back to high school, probably would have become a barber. I know barbers making a lot of money. I know barbers. Plus, I would like to know how to trim, how to do all that stuff. And you can make some serious money if you're good. If you put time into it, if become a master at your craft, you can make some serious money as a barber. And you'll always have money in your pocket. You can set your schedule. You can be home. Just that. I think I miss being home. But right now, I need to a couple of more years get my financial in a better situation where I could go locally, or at least where I could be home more often. Here at Walmart, I'm not planning on leaving Walmart, but where I've taken advantage of the money I made OTR. My wife just got her master's degree, so eventually that's gonna pay off. She's gonna bring in a little, she's gonna bring in more money. Hopefully, she makes more money than me. I have no problem with my wife making more money than me. I don't need to be the breadwinner. I just need to bring some bread. And yeah. So, what would you guys done something differently than trucking, or what's your opinion on trucking? Do you think trucking should be good for young people? I don't want my kids doing it. I told I got three boys of mine. I got 5 boys, but I told my 16-year-old who's asking me about trucking to go into a technical field, be an electrician, be a plumber, do HVAC, do something like that, or in 10 years of experience, you can move on and open your own business. And I think that, by the age of 30, he should be opening his own business. He'll be more responsible. He'll be more focused on the future. And I could set him up that way, because electricians, plumbers, HVAC, those are careers that are not going to be replaced by robots. Okay? So if you have kids, try to set them up to something that is not going to be replaced by robot or automated, like self-driving trucks and things like that. But yeah, just my morning rant here in Gallup, New Mexico, doing my 30-minute break. So anyways, just say hi, like this, comment on it, let me know what you think. Yeah, be good, be safe, don't do anything I wouldn't do, and George is out.